Hey, welcome to DPV. We're going on a little road trip today, picking up some stuff for the shop. I'm pretty excited. Got some future projects to show you as well. My dad's been working on something that's really cool. So, heading down south, gonna pick up my dad, and then head up and pick up some tools. Should be a good time. So, I just saw this, and I've probably seen it before because I've had this truck a while. Service record there shows 07, this is a 98, 07, 76,000 miles. I bought this thing in 2014 with 86,000 miles on it. So in 7 years, it only drove 10,000 miles. That's kind of crazy. Now we've got 137,000. It needs some love. It's still doing fine, but it needs some love. So we got to get that big shop built. We can actually give this thing the TLC it needs. Wintertime's here, it's cold. No snow yet though. This drive in the winter is really pretty though, when all these hills are covered in snow. Almost need four-wheel. Dicey. All right, down in a little warmer weather here. It's always like 10 degrees warmer down in Lewiston, but man, I had a dicey moment there on the 195. F-150 came completely in my lane. It was very icy. And then I was squirming around. I was able to get over to the shoulder, and whew, that was scary. Hey.
Hi.
What's up?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Oh, the roads are complete crap.
Are they
Yeah.
up there?
Between Pullman and Colton,
Okay.
it's dicey.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Dude, you've been plugging away at it.
Yep. Yeah, I got the frame all boxed in. I have 4 of the 10 body mounts, and I had it up on sawhorses so it would be easy to do the boxing. Threw the motor and transmission in it, and it was sitting way too high. It was sitting right up about here. And
Yeah, the pictures I saw, it was high. This looks way better.
Well, this was going to be right through the hood area, and I didn't want that being on this plane, and so I dropped it down, and I got these cheesy temporary cross members just to hold the engine and transmission in place.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the height that I want it. I'm going to have to probably notch the rear part of the frame, but anyway, that's the
Nice.
That's the Kiowa.
It's gonna have a rear suspension?
It will have
Okay.
a rear suspension, yeah.
Okay.
Well, when Dad and I were penciling this thing out, he wanted it about 3 inches higher than it is.
Okay.
So he could actually just, because he was 6 foot, he wanted to be able to just slide in and sit down, and he didn't want any doors, and that's why we opened it up so he could get his big feet through here.
Yeah.
And that's why it's actually 3 inches longer too.
Yeah.
And anyway, but I'm pretty sure that having it lower is better. It's still got 12 inches of clearance all the way through.
Yeah.
It's a lot of clearance for a off-road two-wheel drive roadster.
Yeah.
I will have to notch that frame a little bit. Not a big deal.
Yeah. It looks like so much cooler in person than in the pictures. The pictures don't do it justice. Like,
it's a fun project.
yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, and this motor here will push a 3,800 pound Mercedes-Benz up the steepest grade in Idaho at 65 miles an hour, not even slow down. So this thing here, I don't think it's going to weigh much more than 2,000 pounds, maybe 2,200. So we'll have plenty of torque.
Better have a good tire budget.
Yeah, and then I think that it should get 30 miles a gallon in this little thing. So.
That'll be cool. My dad's got a couple, at least one video on this on his channel, so I'll make sure to link that. Oh, 2 of them.
The one we did about 3 years ago, that Dad and I were sitting over here and we were cutting the body and got rid of the old frame and so forth and did some mock-up with the engine. And then we got derailed on 2 or 3 other projects. And I wanted to build a frame for it. And so we were able to get the frame, Tyler Bolin and I built it. And then I brought it up that afternoon. I took a nap and brought it up that afternoon. And I slid it right over in the corner. Dad did some filming for me. And that was the last time he was in this shop. It was a week or so after that, he was really going downhill. And quite literally, it was the 26th of July and the 26th of August he was gone. So Josh and I and the 2 girls were going to make, this is a tribute build for my granddad, Joe Hahn, my dad, John Hahn. So it'll be a 5-generation thing. So this ought to be pretty cool.
Right on. Well, our agenda today, we might dink around on this a little bit, I don't know, but we're gathering some stuff that Grandpa gave me, so we can outfit the shop with some cool tools. So,
yep.
I gotta get some more clothes on though. All right, here's the first piece of equipment. So, this you got a gate pass for, right?
Yeah, back about 14 years, or no, 16 years ago.
There's the potlatch green.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna stay just like that too.
Yeah.
But bunch of drawers there. Some shelving.
Oh, then this.
Oh yeah.
OD green.
That'll match the Big Chief.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a genuine Army one there. That's why I pulled that out for you.
And I'll be able to hang my come-alongs and stuff in there. That'll be cool. So this will be very handy to get a little more organized.
8 foot long.
And then of course this is a shelf. Oh. This is a shelf up top too, you know.
Oh, above it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
if you don't put stuff up there, then it's just wasted space.
Exactly.
So we'll get this loaded, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be heavy.
Alright, let me get down low. Let me get my fingers down there. Slide the other side out. What you could do, Josh, open it up, take all the drawers out of it. Yeah, that'll lighten it up.
All right, got the cabinet loaded. Next thing on the agenda, this air compressor.
You wanted these jackets, right?
Yeah. Oh man, I was so worried that these disappeared.
Nope. Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
When I heard about stuff being thrown out, I was like, no, I didn't grab that when I was.
Oh, no, I grabbed them for you.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is a Willis Overland motor, and I can't remember who was making them for them. It's a Hurricane engine, I think is what they call them. Anyway, the 2 center cylinders of this engine is an air compressor. And Dad knew about these back in the 50s and 60s, and he always wanted one, and he found this one somewhere. And I wish I knew the backstory on it. I believe he got it running, but he never had it hooked up to a fuel tank and a tank for the air. So Josh and I are going to take this up to Cheney, and we are going to use this as a sandblasting and a remote air compressor for the property. So if he's ever doing anything where he needs a lot of low pressure, high volume air, because this engine as a flathead probably doesn't put out much more than about 80 or 90 psi, but it puts out a lot of it. So when it's running, it's going to need, here's your switches and everything. There's your radiator. Somewhere along the line, we're going to need a fuel tank, and we're going to need a reservoir for the compressed air, and a place to hang some hoses, probably 200, 300, 400 feet. But it'll be really, really good for sandblasting.
Yeah.
So,
and what I want to do with it also is build, put a little like narrow axle on it, and a trailer tongue and maybe the tongue folds up, I don't know. But that way I can hook it up to the back of the side-by-side or the tractor or the doodle bug.
Yeah.
And move it to wherever we need it. So I can move it from the shop to loading it on a trailer to bring it back down to Dad's place. But yeah, this thing's gonna be a lot of fun, very unique. Yep. So it'll get a dedicated video at some point when we start working on it. Got to get my shop dried in first. This was my grandpa's torch, and I'm acquiring that. It's gonna be awesome to have a full-size set of bottles.
And I can get my Junior back.
Yeah.
Now I have two torches. I got one this size and I got my Junior. I gave Josh my Junior to use when I got my big Victor Professional. And this is a Victor Professional.
Right on.
Set up here. This is actually a Harris, which is a dinosaur, but it'll work.
Right on.
And I think there's enough, I think we got Victor stuff around here too.
There's a time and place for a plasma, and there's a time and place for a torch. Yeah, you can cut stuff with both of them, but they kind of serve two different purposes. One nice thing about the torch is we can use this anywhere on the property. And then also...
And it lights a good fire in the forest.
Ooh, yeah. There's also something called Ben's Boomers, which there's probably a lot of other names for it, but that's how I learned of it. My father-in-law, Ben, likes to make oxy-acetylene balloons, and they're pretty fun. You can also heat up metal to get nice bends and stuff.
When you're welding stuff, if the metal has moisture in it, like a big piece of plate or what have you, it's always good to warm it up. Okay. Because if you're welding anything and it's cold, it's not good. You want to warm the moisture out of it. Okay. And you'll see it. It's just you'll have a plate there, you start warming it, and all of a sudden it's got a circle there that's dry and everything else is wet. You'll see it. It's incredible.
Cool.
And so it just makes a better high quality weld. Let's talk about this girl here.
Yeah.
My grandfather, my grandpa Joe Hahn, bought this probably around the time I was born, maybe a year or two after. It had been 63, 64, somewhere in there. And this was in Kamei when I was a kid. And then my dad got it when this lawnmower was probably around 10 years old. And so I mowed our yard when I was a kid with this lawnmower. We've got pictures of my dad on this, and my brother and my sister and I on this in the trailer. The trailer's in the other room over there. Anyway, I want to take all this red paint, this yellow stuff, I want to take it off. I want to restore it back to the Murray stickers and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all original, other than it's not a 7-horse anymore, it's an 8-horse. So we've got about a 15% upgrade in horsepower.
Hot rod. And what year did Grandpa buy this place up here?
91.
91? Mm-hmm. So I remember as a kid also driving this. This was probably the first thing I ever drove on my own.
Probably the first thing you did a wheelie in.
Oh, definitely the first thing I ever did a wheelie in. You put that thing in third gear and drop the clutch, you'll raise the front tires. It's pretty fun. But I learned how to back a trailer with this thing, and I mowed Grandpa's yard.
Yep.
So lots of family history there. Pretty cool. Yep.
So I always wanted to have a picture of my dad on this with my brother and my sister and I down in Kamei in the same location behind my grandpa's place. Never happened. We never got it restored. So what I'm kind of thinking is I'm going to skip it about 2 generations and probably have Josh with maybe the 3 granddaughters that I have on the trailer and in and around him. And they might be a little bit older than my brother and my sister and I were in the picture, but I think it would be cool.
It would be very cool.
I can't imagine if I'd have sold this cherry picker, I'd have been crippled. Yeah.
Nice. I get all these drawers loaded up.
Got something for your building.
Okay. The Han building.
Yeah.
All right.
Dad had 2 of those. One's on the Jester's garage and one's on your big garage, your big
Awesome.
shop.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Put that right over the man door.
Right on. Perfect. That's where mine's at, right over the man door.
Right on. What's next? Sewing machine?
Yeah, we got to get our guns out.
You've seen in some of my videos, I've talked about Grandpa doing seats all over the world. But what's cool about this upholstery thing is it's been in our family for, like, what, since Joe?
Yeah, Joe and Grace, my grandma and grandpa.
So my great-grandpa, and then my grandpa did it. My dad has done it and still does it. And I've tinkered with it a little bit. When I was in high school, I did some pickup seats. And now I get to get back into it. We gotta kind of get it unburied. So let's get that done. There it is. We found it.
Yeah. This is a 545, if I remember right. So my grandpa had a 145. I've got a 1245. And there's different FAFs or FOFs or whatever you want to call it. And this one's the 545. And so it needs to be slowed down a little bit. The way it's set up is it's really fast and the clutch is wanting to go too fast. But oh, that's the problem. This is a Singer bottom.
Oh.
It's a Singer bottom and a FAF top.
Okay.
So the hole is the same, and so might have to slow this motor down a little bit, or do a different shiv down here.
Yeah.
Or a different shiv up there. You do a different shiv up here, that'll make a big difference. This runs all the time, and then when you push down on it, it runs the clutch. So this has got full torque running all the time, and that's the way these machines are. And so I think it's just maybe too fast of a motor or something. Anyway,
all right.
That's what Dad had.
We'll figure it out.
Yep.
So we got to take this whole table apart because it all it's one system. So we're going to work on that, get it all loaded up. And it's got the base too. My dad was saying that you don't want your sewing table directly on the ground because then when you're over here cutting and stuff, it would just be bent over the whole time. So that's why it's kind of up on a little platform. But super excited to get back into upholstery and start learning it. It's gonna be fun. Got the Impala to do, got a Bug to do, got whatever other vehicles we want to.
36 Chevy.
36 Chevy. Yeah, lots of cool stuff to play around with. So, all right, we got the sewing machine and table out. The table was a little bit of a bear to get out that little door opening, but we got her. So we got a little bit of time left. Dad needs to make this a roller. So we're gonna test out these Toyota rims, see if they fit on here without rubbing on anything important. I should probably help him. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, stand on it. Come on.
Ooh, it's gonna be close.
I think last time I tried this with a different axle similar, it wouldn't work. There we are.
Nope.
It's rubbing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that changed that. It's easy peasy.
Okay.
Not a problem. So I've got some artilleries. What I'll do is I'll just put these on there. I should put tires on the artilleries first. So that's what I'll do.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear this thing.
Yeah.
Hear that turbo spool up.
I don't know how noisy it is, but it's a Mercedes. It's an early Mercedes. They're fairly noisy. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. got it moved in. Looks pretty sweet.
I don't know how I'm going to organize everything yet. I do this cabinet, got the tubing roller. I think the tubing bender and tubing notcher will go in here. I think that makes sense. So then maybe this is more fab type tools. Maybe I'll throw the grinders up here or something, I don't know. Then I've got my safety stuff moved over here, gloves, masks, respirators, safety glasses, gloves. So it's nice to have that a little bit better, a little more better. Over here, got welding stuff, more welding stuff, grinding discs. Put my come-alongs over here, so I think I'll put tie-down straps and stuff up there. That makes sense. I don't know what else I'll put in there. Most of the drawers are empty at this point, so I think there's a lot we can. I mean, the shop is an absolute disaster, but I think maybe even some of the fluids and stuff move over here and change how I use that cabinet.
Not going to do anything too permanent because this is not the permanent shop. The new shop is well underway. You'll see a new video on that soon. Next week, hopefully. It's all ready for footing, so I'm excited about that. Thanks for watching, and wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. We'll see you next time.